What's up, soldiers? Chris here, caribbeanpot.com. Vibes end up in the kitchen as usual. We're doing bodi with salted cod today. An awesome dish. If you can't get bodi or yard bean or bora, you can always use string beans or French beans. But yeah, a nice little something, man. You'll want to stay tuned. What's up, soldiers? Don't forget to click subscribe. If you've already clicked subscribe, hit that bell notification thing. I want to all you missing out on the new videos, man. Come on, click. I've got my pan here heating up on a medium flame, and I'm going to go in with some olive oil. It may seem like a lot. That's about 2 tablespoons of olive oil. But the salted cod that I'm using today tends to use quite a bit of oil. If you want to cut back on the amount of oil that you use, and you can certainly use vegetable oil or canola oil or coconut oil, it's totally cool. If you want to cut back on the amount of oil that you're using, try using a non-stick pan, better results. And that's just the prepared salted cod that I'm going in there with. The full list of ingredients will be listed down in the description below. And basically all you're doing is soaking that salted cod to remove some of the, well, most of the salt from it, and or boiling it in boiling water. That's what I did. And this was boneless, so I didn't have to deal with any bones. Be mindful, there can still be bones in it, so be mindful of that, okay? And the reason why I like starting off with the salted cod in there is because it's going to build that first layer of flavor. And believe me or not, that salted cod will give this dish a lot of flavor. After about 3 minutes, I turn my heat down to low. I'm going to go in with an onion, a small onion that I just sliced up, and 3 cloves of garlic. My heat is on low, as I said, because I want to. There's a little piece of bell pepper in there. That's going to go in later, so don't fret too much about that. Just going to give that a quick little stir, just to sweat that down a little bit. And with the addition of that onion and garlic, there is more flavor coming in there as well. So you notice, it's all about flavors, right? And if we can quickly shift your attention over here to this bowl. And this is the prepared bodi, and it is yard bean or bodi as we call it. I believe in Guyana they call it bora. And all I did was I removed the ends and then I cut them into 1 inch, well, closer to 1 1/4 inch pieces. And if you're following me on Instagram, you would have seen me prepare this last night. Simply because it makes things easier for me, right? And all you would do is soak it in cool water, and that will keep it nice and fresh and going discolored. Now, what you're seeing here is pretty skinny and stuff like that, some little dark edges and all that. I am based in Canada. This is not native to Canada, so I'm very thankful for what I do get. But that is the whole idea here. It's all trimmed and ready to go. Now here's where I'm going to start adding. I'm going to turn my heat up to medium-low now. And I'm going to start adding the bodi to the pot. Just try and drain as much of the liquid off as you can. Next up, I'm going to go in with some fresh ground black pepper. And I won't add any salt to this because the remnants of the salt in that salted cod will be enough for this dish for me. But again, it's totally up to you. If you wanted to add some salt, do your thing. But don't do it yet. Do it near the end when you can taste it. And then you can adjust it accordingly. Half of a scotch bonnet pepper. I went in with the seeds. You don't have to do that if you're concerned about that fire. Remember, Caribbean sunshine, don't really play around like that. And I found some bell pepper in the fridge there. So I just chopped that up. And you really don't need the bell pepper, to be honest with you. But I saw it in the fridge and I thought I'd add it to the mix here. Just going to give that a good stir now because we want to incorporate all those ingredients into each other kind of thing. A nice big happy family, you know. Let's give that a good mix. And we're going to sort of steam saute this, so we'll need a lid. So do use a pan that has a pot with a lid. Keep in mind that brilliant green that you're seeing there, that's all going to go away pretty soon because as we cook this, it will. Ooh, look at this kind of spork. Where did that come from? I went ahead and I gave it a good stir. I'm just going to put the lid on there and let that go until it's nice and tender. It's been about 25 minutes now. I have been stirring it And you can see what I mentioned earlier about it's going to go a bit more, well, darker. It's not going to have that vibrant green anymore. This is to the point where I like it now. I do apologize if the spoon scrapes the bottom of the pot here. You know, everybody always whining and complaining. Oh gosh, boy, use a wooden spoon. You know, if all send the wooden spoon, I'll use it. I ain't trying to cut down no tree. But anyways, that is perfect for me. Taste it for salt at this point here. If you find there's too much salt, because if you use too much salted cod in there, it can be a bit salty. Toss in some diced tomato and you'll be good. If you need salt, you know, do your thing. I like it just like this. Now, one thing I forgot to mention. If you find that the bottom of the pot is drying up too much, this one's spraying a lot of liquid, so which was fine. I remember we sort of sauteed it with the lid on. Do add a splash of water in there. Chris here, caribbeanpot.com. Always a pleasure to have you guys here in the kitchen with me. Bodi or bora or yard bean with salted cod. We went in with a little bit of that bell pepper that we had in the fridge, and it's a wicked dish on rice with roti, with whatever, you know. Bless up, man. My little baby is here. We've got cookbooks, guys. WestIndianFoodCompany.com. Get your copy today.